What's going on? Jarvis, stop this. Guess what? It is your corner today. Jarvis.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Should we do this?
We can do this.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Jarvis Corner, Mufc Realist TV, a place where you can be you, where we rock the place. Rocking out Monday as we have 1 hour left where I'm sitting left for this Monday blues. We have a special guitarist in the house. This is 𝒂𝒊𝒔𝒉. Actually, he's a drummer.
He's a drummer.
How y'all doing? How you all doing? Okay, let's stop this, guys. Let's stop this and let's get serious because this is a serious podcast today, isn't it? You know, we have 13 fire sales sale out, right? We're still waiting for Sheikh Yassim to receive his keys. 𝒂𝒊𝒔𝒉 pulled a hamstring on his way in here. Jarvis Tesla autopilot just broke down, but he made it on time. But we are here. We're here, as predicted tradition, with the VR room to call a spade a spade. Let's do this, people. Welcome to the show. And my espresso flow will never stop. Whatever you're drinking, raise your glass, smash the like button because we are here to rock this place. What are you drinking, Stu? What is that? Hot milk?
It's white chocolates.
White chocolate.
Yeah, tonight. So I fancy something a little bit sweeter. So we're going with white chocolate tonight.
A little bit of a sweet tooth, aren't they, Stewie? What about you, Jarvis?
Always the Jarvis special brew. I won't tell.
The Chelsea tears. The Chelsea tears of not getting Casado. Come on, man. Boom, shakalaka, laka, boom. Look, we have a show today, which I call a call-in show. We have no content other than it's been poor content, actually. You know, what's been brewing out there? Well, I took a nap. I took a little siesta. Woke up to the news that Chelsea's caved in. Basically, they demanded 65 million. Now they're saying, oh, well, hang on a second. We are willing to meet you at 60. Ten Hag has said, nah, screw you guys. 55 is the case. We're not going to negotiate with you. You know my number. Call me. You know, have you heard that as well?
Yeah. So is it happening again? Is the saga beginning?
Oh, every hero has a story. Every legend shapes his path. Frankie de Jong 2.0.
Oh, God.
Will you be Ten Hag's summer hero? What a rhyme. Jesus, where did that come from?
That's good.
These are the stories of... No, but we know that Papa Frankie... I mean, no, not Papa Frankie. Frankie de Jong equals Erik ten Hag. Ten Hag is obsessed with him. Yeah, we cannot shy away what's coming out in the ether. We know that Barcelona is desperate for cash, right? You can come out as a player to say, no, I'm happy here. You know, I'm not going to move X, Y, Z. But according to employment contract law, you cannot say anything else, right? So that's the case. Will that be a case in the summer that Ten Hag is stubborn? Like, you know, we almost got him like 75 plus 5 last season. Deferred wages, furlough stopped it. Is it a different situation now where they need to offload a lot of players? He's not on the retainer list. Will they look to cash in because he's the most prized asset? Is that the silence of the lamb from the club saying that, okay, we might get a Mason Mount, but however, my surprise card is I'm coming back to get you, my son. Jesus. Stewie, what do you reckon?
Do you know, you've painted a perfect picture of what could or could not happen, actually. And that's what I like about you guys. And the interesting thing for me is Mount a smokescreen? Isn't he a smokescreen? I.e., do we want him? Don't we want him? Is it the push for Casado?
Did you say smokescreen?
Yeah. Smoke screen, yeah. I wish I should have had one of those. Was the push for Casado or is the push for Mount the real push for Caicedo, or is everybody waiting until the De Jong situation come out? Difficult one to fathom, really. I was quite vocal, as Jarvis will tell you, about Frankie De Jong last season. I do like Frankie De Jong as a player, but I wouldn't have chased him all summer, and I don't want to chase him this summer either. I think he's a great footballer. Ten Hag obviously has worked with him before. He knows what he can deliver. He knows what he can do with the side.
Oh, trust me. I swiped last summer. I swiped right on Tinder on Frankie De Jong. I came across his profile. I swiped right like everyone else did, and got snobbed at the end of the day. It's like, and now I logged in like again to Tinder again, and Frankie appears, and I was like, okay, should I swipe left or right? I don't know.
I think it will be a different type of chase this time.
It will be.
The fan base will be a bit more subjective this time. But I made a point, Mick, on a show, and Jarvis will know because he was in the comments. 18 months ago, 2 years ago, were we talking about Frankie De Jong to Manchester United? Who was talking about Frankie De Jong to Manchester United? Nobody.
No,
we didn't. Nobody was talking about him. Now, all of a sudden, the football connoisseurs of the fan base bought into the Frankie De Jong style. The fans, what I call fans, who love Manchester United, just thought, well, we want him, so he's got to be right for us, without actually piecing where he could fit into the side. So for me, Mick, and I still haven't really come off my side of the fence, as good as a player he is, would I really be going balls out for him this summer? Probably, for me.
As
not.
A player, yes.
Yeah.
Next to Casemiro, hell yeah. I'm just going back to an interview we did with Graham Bailey about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
we had him on the show, and he said, if money is there, I believe he will go for Frankie De Jong. That's what he said, and that's Graham Bailey for 90 minutes. Yeah. So he knows his stuff. But Jarvis, according to the chasing, right? It's like chasing a girl, right? Your dream girl. At the end of the day, you chased her last summer. She's now broken up with a fella, and she's available and making a hint like, "Come and get me, Jarvis." Right? You already done all the whining and dining, like you sent your delegates, like Murtaugh and 2 days in Barcelona negotiating.
Where are you going with this?
Being caught with paparazzis, like being whining and dining, coming up to a fee, everything is cool, and only to get snobbed at the end. And your dream girl went to stay. Now she's filing for divorce properly because there's no money in the bank. Her husband is getting broke. In comes you, Jarvis, with a big wallet to say, "Listen, come to Jarvis, eh? I got a big business money here. We've got a big fan base.
Big
we love
Papa
you.
G.
We love you, right?"
Yeah.
Just put logic and reasoning into it, and forget about what happened last year, because at the end of the day, like, we know that Ten Hag is stubborn, right? There's no smoke without fire. If media outlets is coming out to report, even I think it was in United Stand even run a piece on it earlier, right, where Goldbridge is kind of downplaying, like, would I like him? Yes. Do I think he will come? No, I rather think that Chelsea will get him first, Arsenal. But why are you downplaying Manchester United? Why are you downplaying the pulling power of Erik ten Hag? That is his father. What's your thoughts and opinions?
Yeah, as you guys were mentioning, he would fit perfectly with Casemiro. They will have a perfect balance, those two in between themselves, and I think Ten Hag really would like Frankie De Jong. Would he come? I don't know. Barcelona has just signed. Who did they sign from Manchester City? They signed Gundogan, and
that means that he has to play deeper.
Yeah.
And put another shrimp on the barbie, mate. Jeff Steele just donated $2
Yeah.
Jarvis.
Miami.
No. I'm just gonna shout out for Jeff Steele.
Yep.
He's in Sydney at the moment. Yeah, so just basically he donated $2 to say, Mick and Jarvis, Beavis and Butthead, big love. You rock, but you forgot also to mention Steely Woolley. Yeah, our guest band player.
We have another one, Jeff Steele again.
Whoa, Jeffy, you're on fire, mate. Thank you. Bring on the 92 Qatar Airways kit launch.
The one you were speaking about yesterday.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do with this shirt, like, you know, I'm gonna send it back to the reprinter, delete this, and put instead of buying a new kit, I'm just gonna reprint Qatar Airways, cross it over, and put Qatar Airways. Thank you, Jeff. Everyone in the VR room, we will not forget you. We will not forget you today. There's how many are you in the room? Let's give it a shout out to everyone because it's preloaded. A lot of Alien Tenno is in the house. Edward Reed, Stephanie Griffith, Angie, our moderator. Chris Breeze is in the house. RJ, Jamie Wayne, one of our moderators. You know, g'day, Boomerang from Australia. You donated 2 super chats already, so g'day to you. You know, Pineapple KA for me, says Jamie Wayne. Good evening, Stu from Angie, one of our moderators. Good evening to you. Good evening. Good evening. Yale is in the house as well. The biggest news I've heard today: Sancho looks like be off to Dortmund and Maguire to Tottenham. Yes, that's a good talking point.
Good ones.
RJ is saying Dejong, all our midfield targets. One signing of Dejong, 2 Dejong equals 2 Mason Mounts, maybe. I don't know. Because Almac is saying, like, you know, forget Frankie de Jong, get Barella, Inter Milan are FFP trouble. We know they are in FFP trouble. That's why we're getting the goalkeeper. And by the way, speaking of Onana, what's your name? Onana, what a save. Fun fact is that he left on a free from Ajax, right? So imagine if Inter is selling him for 50. It's pure profit. Pure profit, Almac. Pure profit. More Hamza also in the house. Big up Realist. Big up Keith Hallack. Hit like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Yes, let's get up to 100 likes ASAP. More Hamza from Qatar. We are such a global fan base today. It's Monday. We are dusting off the Monday, basically. For some of you, maybe Jeff Steele, I don't know the time difference. Basically, in Qatar, it's already past Monday, as far as my understanding. Where I'm sitting, it's 45 minutes left to midnight, and it's Tuesday. So, right. It's your show, Jarvis. I'm just controlling the controls here.
You are. You're controlling everything. Thank you, Mick. Yeah. I don't know what we're going to talk about next, but the Maguire and Sancho rumors, I think we should dive into them. As the rumors has it, Sancho is going back to Dortmund. Apparently, it's just 45 million.
Yeah.
I heard it's a little bit. We should have gotten more, but you know, then again, he's on astronomical wages, so I'm not sure. If any club can buy him for 60, 65 and pay those wages. So I think if we are going to sell him, I don't think we can get more than 45, maximum 50 in my mind. Should we sell him back to Dortmund? Well, I'm not sure because Sancho, you know, he's one of those. He had some good games. He had a lot of bad games, but we see the potential. We can see the kid. He knows ball. He knows. He has a special thing with Sancho. I love with Sancho, you know, he speeds up the game with the ball and then he stops and he speeds up again. So he has the tempo shifting in his game, and there's not many players who have that ability.
Yeah.
So if we can get him going, he would be incredible. What do you think about the Sancho's too?
Yeah, the problem that the club have got is his future value. What did we pay? 78, 79 mil for him. And we're selling him for 45. If he has a similar season to what he had last season, then he's going to be 25 next year. So if you're in the finance in the boardroom, you can get 45 million quid for Sancho. You've got to take that money, unfortunately. I always said it was make or break this season. There's absolutely no doubt in his talent. He really is a talented footballer, but he just hasn't fitted into Manchester United, or he hasn't fitted into the Premier League. It's a difficult one to kind of fathom, really. We know the talent he was precociously with City. Speaking with a certain ex-Dortmund player that may have moved to Real Madrid recently, he, for example, he couldn't believe, he can't quite understand what's happening with with Sancho at the moment, because obviously he had contact with him prior to himself moving over to Dortmund. So we all know Dortmund is a great proving ground. It's been proven time and time again, with certain players. And I think maybe for Sancho's own footballing and sporting career, that's the correct move for him right now. As much as I think it would be better to maybe keep him, I think it's also a better option for him to move. Sorry to say.
Yeah. Am I allowed to speak, Jarvis?
Yes, Mick, please.
Okay, thank you. Out of all those 13 players that was out on the sheet today, I had my say earlier in the short video. Sancho is the most prized asset on that list.
Yeah.
To ask 45 million, it's a robbery, it's a steal. He's a talent, and I don't know what happened to him since he came to United. It's a complacency. There's a lot of things that went off the pitch that screwed his mental health. But still, he hasn't really lit the Premier League on fire. What everyone was expecting. It's not the Sancho that we saw at Dortmund. Maybe the way to do it is perhaps not sell him, perhaps loan him back to Dortmund to find his mojo again, where it all started, right? Play 1 year at Dortmund, find your confidence, no pressure, right? Build up your confidence, come back fresh, right? Instead of selling. But again, I don't know if this will be happening this year, if he's going this year. There's a reason why, you look at, you have Pellistri doing more madness than him on the right wing. You have young Garnacho doing madness as well. There's certainly future players that are there that are showing better ambition than Sancho do, right? At the end of the day, I put myself in the player's shoes. I look myself into the agent shoes and the club shoes. But first and foremost, I'm here looking at the club, what's best for the club, not for the player. But what's best for the player, definitely, if he gets his confidence up, if he goes back to where he actually found his mojo and he, built up his career, had no pressure to play in a system where promotes youth and, getting game time. Perhaps playing at Old Trafford is not for Sancho at the moment, barring his mental frailties. But it would be sad to let him go 100%, because I like Sancho. There's definitely a player in it. What if we sell him and he does another madness again and finds his form again? And should we put in a buyback clause if we sell him? There's a lot of things that we can discuss. Okay, we'll let him go for 45, but it's a mug, right? It's a mug off, because we bought him as what you said, 75 million pounds, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
72.
So 75 million pounds, and you sell him for half. That's a mug off. But this is also an indication. I don't know if you picked it up, 13 players on fire sale. Glazers would never, ever do that. Have you guys thought about that? Because Glazers sees players as an asset. Isn't that a clear indication that they let go? So basically, the new owners are saying, okay, clear the deadwood. On the other hand, there's a lot of players on there that has to go, right? That has to go. But you need to clear the deadwood, because forget about FFP. Clubs look at more of the salary budget. That is more impacting the FFP than actually buying players. Because when you buy players on 5 years contract, you can split up the payment to the clubs. Let's say you buy a player for 100 million, like Anthony Dos Santos to Ajax for 5 years. You split up those payments 20 million per year, right? So that's not going to affect your yearly FFP, but the overall salary budget will, right? Because what is FFP? That it's looking at player salaries, not only the squad, but entire, staff at Carrington, people that work in canteen, the HR, everyone, right? This is the operational cost within the football club. And that wage bill has to come down. And again, one of the reasons why they went out to De Gea to say, we need to put you down from 375 to 200, hey? Because they calculated, they budgeted. So if you save 175 a week per De Gea, that means you can bring in likes of Casado or somebody else and offer him that salary.
Yeah.
You see how that balanced score sheet card works, right? So that's just a food for thought, right?
Good.
And
We have a super chat first. I just want to cover the
yeah.
super chat again from Mr. Australia himself down under. Sancho back to Dortmund. Poor Rashford keeps losing his friends Lingard, Sancho, and probably Martial. He'll be feeling lonely.
I am so lonely. I am so lonely.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think he's.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, no, I mean he's got his friends down in Dortmund still, right? He
Yes,
lived
yeah.
there for 3 years, right? So it wouldn't be a bad shout, Jeffy. But thanks again for your donation, mates.
Thank you.
Let's put another snag on the Barbie, mate.
I was going to say the other thing about those 13 players, if you were to look at it as well, and Mick speaks right about FFP, the best asset would be Scott McTominay because we paid 0 for him, so his full value is full profit.
14 million.
Yeah, exactly. So
that is pure profit because he's a academy player.
Yeah, that's right. So for us,
we didn't buy him
as well. Yeah, it'd be brilliant as well for us. The other ones like 𝒖𝒊𝒄𝒌 850 grand. Yeah, pure profit, but what's 850 grand in the big scheme of things?
Yeah.
So, the other interesting one in there was Maguire. I think again Maguire has to go for a similar. I love Maguire, by the way. I'd defend him to the hills. He's a far better defender than what he's shown recently. But again, he's got to go for his own mental health. I think Maguire, his own mental health. If he wants to carry on playing for England.
Well, speaking about mental health, there's something called delusional as well, right?
Yeah.
I look at the delusion. You don't realize like everyone else is to blame, not me. Like I'm still like Mr. Billy Bullocks, right? That hides away from interviews when things go bad, right?
Yes.
I don't know. He's not. Everyone knows it. He's not getting game time. He's on the chopping block. 45 million was it? 40 million.
Yeah.
40 million for Maguire, potentially 50. I saw 40
plus
10.
But yet again, that proves the point. What I'm trying to say, that 13 players on a discount sale, fire sales. That means that Glazers are not in charge. Glazers would never sanction this.
Oh no, they're gone. Yeah, I agree with that. But Maguire fit brilliantly at Tottenham. He'd be great for Tottenham. Maguire.
Yeah. Maurizio Pochettino.
It'd be well. He's on Chelsea now, isn't he? But
he's just like, hey, you Harry, you got one assignment.
Yeah, it's old Postecoglou now, isn't it? It's the old old man from down under know a lot more about it.
Angie Postecoglou.
Yeah, but I think it's a good move for him. McTominay, Newcastle, if that ever materialised, because they've got
that's a good move
for the Maddison deal.
I mean,
not going to go through, is it?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if bloody Chelsea can drive an extortion for us to say, we want 60 million from Mount, he's got 12 months left on the contract. What the hell are you smoking? Like, homegrown talent plays a part. Scott McTominay in a Newcastle team, 50 million minimum. Easy. Harry Maguire, maybe Saudi Arabia, maybe in Italy, maybe Tottenham, Spurs, or lower, less expectations. I mean, I don't think Spurs is gonna, do well this season anyway. They would, they recruited a manager. Then
I'm with you. Yeah, Spurs won't do that well, Mick. No. I think you're absolutely right.
Fred for Fulham as well. Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah, true.
20 million I saw on that. I mean, crikey. Fred's had a better season than 20 million quid, hasn't he?
Yeah. So let me just.
The thing with Fred, he's 30 years old, so it's not. It has no sell-on value. So basically, he's 20 millions.
Okay, Donny van de Beek. Let's walk over this 13. But I just want to bring up something what Mo Hamza is saying here. I marked this to say that the new owner of Manchester United, from a bit of perspective, will be known by the time the club reports earnings tomorrow, June 27th. The likely winner is Sheikh Yassim. #MUFC at Benzinga. Listen, the kit launch is also coming. I had a conspiracy theory I run with Jarvis yesterday, and I think that spread with wildfire. Imagine you have the kit launch, right? And you have a slow scene, like where the kit is turning like this. First and foremost, you see like team viewer is gone, and you see Qatar Airways, and as it's spinning, you see the number appearing, number 92.
Yes, that would
blow the internet.
That would be pretty good. It would blow the internet if the shirt span around with no no sponsor on it at all,
Yeah.
and then suddenly it kind of ripped apart. And
Yeah,
then
like a Superman, like.
Yeah, like a Superman, yeah, rip apart, something like that. That would be so cool. That's like Jarvis.
Just Radiohead.
No, Jarvis is a model. Like,
Radiohead.
guys, smash a like if you want Jarvis to launch the kit launch like a Superman.
Yeah, like Superman. That would be quite comical. Although the dude at Glastonbury supposedly launched it on behalf of the club, didn't they? Or joking apart, of course. Whoever.
What do you mean? Please let that be true, Stephanie. Do you want Jarvis to launch the kit launch? Show his hairy chest. He's gone to tomorrow. He's going to tattoo shop, like to do like in the Qatar Airways, like on his chest, like.
Oh yeah.
Talking of that briefly, tomorrow's kit launch. What do we make of? And I'm all for it, by the way. And I think 1958 should do it. I think it's a good move, actually.
Yeah. Mate, I mean, come on, listen. It's also Eid Mubarak. It's also Ida Eid or something like that. There's a second Eid as well. I think Mo, if you are in Qatar, is it officially tomorrow? Let us know in the chat as well. I think we have another super chat there as well, Jarvis.
From Jeff again.
Wow.
Jeff again.
Jeff spending some money. Top man.
Mbappe, Dejong, Timber, Costa with maybe Rabiot will be a great window for me. Qatar, megabucks sales makes this available. Yeah. Thank you again, Jeff. You must have robbed your mom's credit card today. Actually, salary date. Everyone's get paid 26 today, right? So thank you, Jeff. Humbly thanks, mate. Mbappe. Signature signing. Can it be a Dejong? That can be a surprise signing. Timber looks like he's going to Arsenal.
He's Arsenal, isn't he? Yeah.
Bye. Costa with maybe Rabiot. Costa. You mean the goalkeeper Costa? Onana? How about Onana? No Onana?
Onana for me. Onana for me.
Onana go banana. Yeah. Arabia for free. Like, listen, I read something today that Manchester United has approached and speaking to him again. Then in the press comes out that, Juventus is trying to offer him 1 year more a contract extension. Doesn't make sense. Why would you offer him 1 year contract extension?
Get some money.
But Juventus is also in financial trouble, so they would like to keep the player, but offer him instead of offering like a 3 years contract, is a sort of a shortcut to say, look, stay another year, play another year, contract extension.
Yeah, they got problems, haven't they? Inter Milan, they got problems. Brozovic is trying to get out, isn't he? He should be walking all the way to Old Trafford, in my opinion, Brozovic. But he's obviously not coming our way, but he's looking to get it. AC Milan forced out Tonali, didn't they? He's a wonderful
yeah, man. They're in trouble. But Mbappe, 250, 250 million at least. Nobody has that money to buy that. Unless
the thing is, Mick, and I could be wrong here, mate, but conspiracy theorist again.
We like a little bit conspiracy theory on the Monday.
Yeah, there'll be some kind of underhand dealing, won't there? If Sheikh Jassim comes in at Old Trafford and Mbappe suddenly came through the doors, there's no way 250 mil would be changing hands. It'd be something dodgy as anything that would.
Oh, like a Neymar, like the situation with Neymar.
There'd be something really dodgy there. I don't know what it would be. All of a sudden, he'll be able to go on a free transfer, won't he? All of a sudden, he
just jumps up like a Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I'm here.
Here I am.
Where'd you come from?
Here I am, baby. Come and get me. All right. So people in the house, sorry, we are so into each other. What's going on in the VR room? Stephanie,
United are like Rabiots in the headlights.
Oh,
Radiohead again.
Very good.
Karma police. We have good karma today. Listen, guys, we're getting a little bit sidetracked. Jonathan Liljenberg is here as well from Sweden. Big up. Everyone breaking. There's some breaking here. What is breaking, Sparks? American MMA insider Benzinga reports Sheikh Jassim will be informed he's been successful before earning call on Friday. Now, different reports. Friday, all of a sudden was tomorrow. All I know it is dead quiet. Nobody's reporting anything. British media is silence of the lamb. that mean that they've been proven wrong. There's no more plates to spin in terms of headlines. I saw something today that I posted on tweets, and I think it was the Daily Mail or Daily Express or something like that.
I read that.
God is saying, just saying that, it looks like, breaking news, like, the Glazers will not sell. I mean, that is a punch on the nuts, mate. Like, come on. And that was just a headline. If you read the article, it was just like regurgitation. It was just like the headline. God, I was so pissed off. I had to post it on Twitter.
I mean, Mick, you've worked in the financial sector, and you know as well as I do that there's various fines.
Good morning, Jeff. Yeah.
Various fines that Glazers will have to incur. They've got to pay the Rain Group. It's just it just doesn't make sense. None of it made sense. That article.
Nothing makes sense. No. Nothing else matters. Anyone?
Well, if that's a
nothing
Metallica
ever matters.
Go with the Metallica version.
No, that's the Queen song.
That's the Queen version, yeah.
Nothing ever matters as long as we get some TLC love. Come on, we want.
TLC.
Oh no. We're talking about Queen. What's that song? Nothing ever matters. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Easy come, easy go. Little high, little low. Hit
you
me
can do all the
where
voices.
wind blows. 300 million, please give it to us. Too much coffee, right? Yeah. You have the great George Best. Cash in now. Get his wages off the books. Is mentally weak. You're talking about Jadon Sancho. We are so far behind, guys. So sorry. Andy Cooper's in the house. If you have sniffer rifle, please lend it to Jamie Wayne. He plans to make us happy tomorrow. Yeah, Jamie Wayne, big passionate guy. I love you to pieces, mate. But you know what? You got to calm down. Your emotions are running high. Like your estrogen levels, man, are right up the roof. Are you on period?
There is one school of thought as well, Mick and Jarvis, and I've been thinking about this for a few days. And although we're not, talking about the same players, it's interesting that Liverpool, Arsenal, and City are trying to get everything done quickly before Manchester United's new owners do come on the block. People are going to want Rice done and dusted. They're going to want to drag that one out. The Harry Kane issue. If anyone's interested in Harry Kane, they're going to drag that one out. This is why Arsenal are moving quick for Timber, quick for not that we'd be in for Kai Havertz anyway, but and they're moving quick for these players. City, if they go in for Rice, they're moving quick. They're trying to do 100 million deal for the guy from Leipzig as well, aren't they? That's centre half. There are big teams making moves now just in case.
That's it.
Comes in and there's money to spend.
Sorry to interrupt you. We did a little bit of Queen. We did a little bit of Queen. So this is a song by another Queen by Darren Scott. We are the champions, my friend. Hopefully, this is what we want to achieve, guys, right? We want to be the champions again. Really, that's what it is. Give us some love. Give us all your money, all your kisses, hugs, and don't seize it up.
Tom.
Tom, Jono Tom is in the house. Many updates, like no new updates as far as myself and my colleagues have heard. The Glazer family are deciding upon the decision. Head announcement will be followed after this point. I don't think it's the Glazers' decision at this point. Money's on the table. I don't think so. It's gone past Tom. Big up, Tom. If you can see Jarvis, myself, together with Nuruddin on United Therapy Army with Tom as well. So, yeah, how are you doing, Tom, today? Absolutely. I'm getting sidetracked. People are saying, what a show. Cocker in the corner. Cocky corner. He disappeared. Anyway, we were planning to have, if people want to have, good morning, say Kevo in the house. Good morning, good night. 12:35 p.m. or a.m. here. Like, Woofa is a new person I haven't seen before. For Sancho, no. He's not ready for United. Chris Breeze. Yeah. Guys, sorry. You guys are mad. I love this community. There's more new. Jonathan Ball is in there. Look, if anyone knows Ball, this is Jonathan Ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you talked about Sancho playing balls, like Jonathan Ball, I would like you to come in and show us how to play ball here as well. Jonathan is one of our loyal members. He's also part of our, Telegram community chat. I wake up every morning and there's hundreds of messages, like
Yes.
100 going and going, and Bally is there. You're such a baller.
Yes.
Simon Heron is in. A big up, Jonathan. Rabiot deal off again, according to 𝑷𝒉𝒊𝒔𝒉. Is it?
I would love Rabiot, to be honest. I saw a video today about Rabiot and how he is as a player. He has evolved. When he played at the PSG, he was like a more holding midfielder. He was more defensive. He played as a 6 in that PSG, the best PSG team I saw. The one with Zlatan. So,
Yeah.
but now, when he came to Juventus, Pogba got injured, and he got a more advanced role. He played in 8. He scored 8 goals last season. He had a lot of assists. He was more progressive. So I think he has it in his locker. It's kind of like we saw Casemiro when he was in Real Madrid and then came to United. He was like getting a little bit more loose and getting forward and involved in the play. So I think maybe Rabiot will be a good. I would say Casemiro backup. I think when people see him play, they will like the player. But he's not a big personality, and he's not as attractive when it comes to marketing and stuff like that. But I don't care as long as we win games. So for me, I'll take Rabiot any day.
Yeah. On the other hand, sorry for interrupting you, Stu. On the other hand, you get one buy one player, get one for free. So if you're going to go 80 million for Caicedo, you get Rabiot for free. You get 2 players, right? We know that Christian Eriksen was the stopgap for Frankie de Jong. Like, there was kind of an alternative solution kind of thing, but he can never play that role. Eriksen, for me, doesn't have enough energy in his engine. I mean, he probably plays 65 minutes and that's it. Then he's like gone, right? He's getting up to his age. Pacemaker implant. Big up for all of him. I love him to pieces. But, with age, you're becoming like, how do I say, like Juan Mata, right? Good technical abilities, but no engine to run. It was so sad to see Juan Mata, because he was such a baller, never utilized in his natural position. But when he got on the ball, my God, that was amazing player.
I'm just going to hear Stu's point about that, and then I will give you a reply on the Mata Eriksen comparison.
Yeah,
I was just going to say about Rabiot. It's you're absolutely right, by the way, guys. He flies under the radar. He was France's best player in the World Cup.
Yeah,
he's got some great assets. He's good in the air. He's big and he's powerful. But his best asset is his stride. When he is stride across the pitch, people never talk about stride. Stride's massively important in football. Messi doesn't use it. He uses tiny strides. But Rabiot uses larger strides, and he gets he gets up the pitch 5 to 10 seconds quicker purely by stride.
He's like a Lipizan horse, like big leaps, right?
Exactly right. A Lipizan horse, yeah, exactly right. He's got big strides. He's a powerful player. He's good in the
rabbit
air.
Horse.
Do you know what? It's a really good analogy to Lipizzaner.
Yeah, the Lipizan, the white Lipizan.
Yeah, they are absolutely hugely powerful animals, and that's exactly what he is. And
the caveat is to say, you put some wine and cheese at the other end of the goal, and you will see fast Rabiot.
Yeah,
But
we've missed that type of play. We've missed that.
Jokes aside,
that real bungling type of play. It'll be a huge asset to us, Rabiot. A huge asset.
Yeah, I will also think it would be a huge asset, as you say, Stu. But just back to Mick's point about Eriksen, and he came back from an injury. And when you're older, it takes more time. He's not 20. And he came back from a serious injury. That scissor tackle from Andy Carroll, that was a nasty one. And it's not easy coming back from something like that. But I think when he have his preseason, he will have his basic training back again. I think he will be better next season. And he's not a new Juan Mata. Eriksen, he never played with pace.
Don't get me wrong. I'm just afraid that with time he will be like the Juan Mata if he stays, right? Losing the yard of pace, but with great technical ability. I just did a comparison. Don't get me wrong. I love Eriksen.
I can see the comparison, but I think Eriksen has more in his locker. He's I would say a more can you say more intelligent than Mata? Is it possible? But
I don't know. If I
different
open his
kind of
locker,
player
does
when
he
he's
have wash
deeper.
and go shampoo?
That's quite an interesting point. Is he
Yeah,
more intelligent
interesting
than
point.
Mata? That's a really interesting point. I would say marginally, very,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
marginally. And the reason he's slightly more intelligent is with his movement.
Hmm.
Mata wasn't great with his off-ball movement, but his on-ball movement, he was tremendous, absolutely tremendous. Eriksen's good on off-ball movement, i.e., he can find that space. I know you want to talk about Donny van der Beek. Mick.
Yeah, I just need. We can come back to Donny van der Beek and
Well,
the list.
all I was gonna say is off the ball movement is the best part of his game.
Well,
It's streets ahead of anyone else.
I feel sorry for Donny because we never saw what Donny was all about. That's the thing.
No, exactly. So I think with Eriksen, you'll see more of that, and he'll have less touches during the game. They'll be more important than what we're having now, as opposed to Mata. Mata needed to have the ball at his feet to be effective. So
I think
that's why I just think it's marginal.
Regarding Donny van der Beek, it created some cravings for the fan base. You know, it created a little bit of a hype, the cultural status, like the cult status. You know, you didn't get picked under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We know you got the ability, so everyone was like felt sorry for Donny van der Beek, and he had injuries. He never kicked on. I feel sorry for him, right? But I'm gonna go. What thank you saying here, Jay, as well. Seems like a bit of circus regarding Rabiot, and yeah. I mean, his mother is not longer his agent, but she's some kind of involved. She's involved. We know that John Murta, like, you know, was out there in Montpellier whining and dining last year, like, you know, ooh, Veronique. How much? Voulez. He goes, voulez-vous. Yeah, cool. Just want to give a shout out. Somebody whispered in my ear, one of our members and moderators, Angie. Jarvis whispered in my ear that you had some tragic event in your family. So I think all condolences to whatever happened. Not too sure what happened, but just wanted to give you a shout out that, you know, we all care, we all love you, and we're all thinking about you. And to see you in this community laughing and giving a lot of joy and smile. Thank you. And be brave, be strong. You know, we remember when Piggy's family died as well, like his mom, we stepped in and helped him, like the flying pig as well. So this is what community is all about. We are like one family. We support each other in rain, sunshine, storm, whatever, all the weather. So big up to all of you. Big up to whatever happened. Condolences. We have somebody that I haven't seen, Asomanic Frederick. So please, what is holding out the takeover announcement? There's a lot of questions. I think that they are waiting for the right moment to announce it. We can arguably say that the silence of the lamb, it is basically waiting for the right moment. However, this is a billion dollar deal. Like, there's a lot of legal paperwork that needs to be done. There's a delisting of the New York Stock Exchange to go from, you know, publicly listing to a private club holding, and this is not going to happen overnight. 100%. It's going to take some time, at least 3 months to delist it from New York Stock Exchange, according to my opinion. But that doesn't mean if you get the keys to Old Trafford that you can start making changes and providing money into the transfer kitty. That's it. Right. So big up to the community. What else am I missing here, guys? Wow. Alien Teno with the super chat. Marbia Khan died.
I think there was a great message from somebody from Ghana.
What happened to your beer can, Alien? No more beer. No more beer. You like the Homer Simpson. No beer makes Alien Teno something. Big up. You know, sorry for your loss. Everyone is supporting Angie. You know what? Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, I just want to go back a little bit to Van der Beek. When he his role as a player, we never found out how he was going to play in our team with Solskjaer and with Ten Hag. But basically, they call it in Germany they call it the Raumdeuter, the one who finds space. It's basically it's a Thomas Müller role. And he's pretty intelligent in his movement, and he always like finds space in between. So, but we never utilized him the way he should have when we got him, and that's why I was very very glad when Ten Hag came to the club, so we could finally see what Donny was going to do in Premier League. But he hasn't found this role, and he was unlucky getting injured
Yeah.
again.
But-
And maybe if he's not going to get sold this summer, hopefully we will see a little bit of that next season.
Yeah, Angela is saying thank you so much. Guys, beard off, Alien Tenno. It's like from tragedy to other. We're here also to support each other and laugh. I don't understand really what Anthony's saying here. It's BS clickbait. Can you explain what is BS clickbait? Is that regarding what?
He's on about newspapers just putting headlines for views.
Yeah.
That's what clickbait is. Yeah, it's all just bullshit.
Yeah.
Clickbait.
But what is clickbait? Like, is it Mo Hamza saying breaking Manchester United ready to more than double Andrew Onana's current wage? Onana currently earns 3 million per season. Whoa! But that's what we're talking about, clearing the wage bill. Like, this is kind of linked to lowering down David De Gea's wage bill from 375 to 200. Take it or leave it, right? I mean, at the end of the day, if you're David De Gea, your employment of Mufc Realist TV, I said to you, De Gea, you've been here on my channel for 10 years, grafting, saving us, pulling in a lot of pulls and saves. Now we're in a little bit of a crisis, and would you take a pay cut? How much? 175,000. What would you say? Are you loyal? I said, screw you, I'm going home.
I think he goes to Saudi Arabia. If I'm being honest. I think he takes a pay.
I do like a South Park, like a Cartman, like, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Although I think his wife's quite well funded herself, isn't she? She is.
She's that news reporter.
News reporter, isn't she? She's quite well. Yeah, very hot. Yeah,
She's very hot.
Yeah, she's lovely. But just going
like
back
a hot
to
paella.
Very hot paella. Just going back to Donny van de Beek. He was playing with McFred. That's it. There's nothing more to say. That's it.
This stream is sponsored by McDonald's McFred.
Yes.
The donut hole.
It's impossible to look good playing alongside McFred. You could be in 10 yards of space and they'd never find you from 3 yards. That was the problem for him.
They hide and seek.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think if Frankie de Jong did come, then you may see Donny van de Beek stay, because we've seen that partnership.
Yeah,
he drifts across it, like Rabiot's got that stride.
Yeah.
Donny van de Beek, he's very, very silky when he moves with the ball. He just looked, didn't he? We all know football. We've all played football, etc. He always looked bloody awkward, didn't he? When he came on, when he was playing, he looked awkward. And when you looked at him in his Ajax days, he's a very graceful player, because he had those players in and around him, Ziyech, Frankie de Jong, to help him, progress the ball, get into space. And as soon as he was in space, he was found, wasn't he? Bang. And away you go. He scored a few goals, didn't he, for Ajax? He was a good player. Shame.
Yeah, I mean, Darren Scott saying bring back Ten Hag's Frankie and Donny in the Brothers in Arms. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. I know people are saying he's not good enough, and that's a fair opinion, because he hasn't proved to be good enough, has he, since he's been at the club? But difficult one.
Mick, do we have a gong?
A gong?
A gong?
What's a gong?
A gong.
Do we have a gong?
Yeah, we need a gong, because Jeff Steele, he gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, I don't have a gong, but I have a cuckoo clock. What should I have?
Well, horn's okay, yeah.
Horn's okay. Thank you, Jeff Steele.
5 membership delivered by Jeff Steele. It's 7 a.m. in Australia right now, so big up to you for hopefully wake you up. But thank you so much for your donation. We are a growing community, and Jeffy, thank you so much, buddy.
There's a chap, I don't know whether you saw it, Jarvis. There's a chap in the comments from Ghana, and he was saying he was saying it's 12:40 a.m. when he had his comment, and he said that you guys were his therapy.
Oh,
it was really kind. It was a really kind comment. I thought it was worth.
You know what? Yeah, I want to say back to the community, you guys are my therapy. That's what it is. When I'm not streaming, like we had a stream yesterday, Jarvis, and I was like, 3 days without streaming makes me something because you guys are my family, right? To come here and talk is just talking to everyone. Like you are sitting right here, like we're all sitting in a pub and all talking, but it's all virtual. What you see here is real. Like what you see is what you get, right? That's it.
Yeah.
I'm crazy like this in normal life as well, even more crazy, to be honest. So
So am I.
yeah, cool stuff. So big up for you're a legend, Steely. Come on, mate. Big up for all of you. If you do want to join, however, it's not going to cost you more than €1, I think it is, or 99, something like that. Support, be a ball carrier. There's levels of how you can support, but we are trying to do more members streams, members contents. The more we are right now, I think we're about 60 members growing. Like we are 3 football teams at the moment we can put out. So there's plenty of 5-a-sides to play.
Yeah. Yeah, but if this community keeps growing, we can arrange some 5-a-side tournaments around the world in a couple of years. That would be great.
We form a tournament. Go down to Sydney, Australia, like to play 5-a-side.
Sydney, Australia. I'll be going to Portugal for a 7-a-side tournament.
God, we're behind schedule, guys. The thing is, guys, the community is the content today for some reason, and we are just ranting along. We were talking about Donny van de Beek. Regarding the list, the fire sale list, hang on a second. We spoke about Donny van de Beek, £20 million, right? So it's good if he finds his feet again at Ajax, if he goes back to Ajax, right?
Yes, I think Ajax is for him, yeah. I mean, said that, 20 million quid, it's a 15 quid loss, 15 mil loss. So that's not too bad, actually, considering on the big scheme of things. We're 40 million loss on Maguire potentially, 35 million loss on Sancho potentially, depending on what happens. So 15 for Donny. And I think he should go back to Ajax.
Yeah.
Here's the argument though: would you loan him if Frankie was coming in? Would you just loan the Donny then
to Barca?
To either to Barca or to Ajax. Would you just
loan him to Barca? Yeah, they're a good idea.
If Frankie was coming in, and then maybe have him back,
like a wife swap.
Well, basically, once you've got that,
like a reality swap,
the real wife swap in the Premier League. Yeah.
Big up 𝑴𝒄𝒌 again with your donation. You can't connect to the Telegram. I blame OMD. What is OMD? OMD. I'm thinking, why can't you connect to Telegram? What's wrong? It is it's open. You just click download it, register it, and I don't know. We have 40 people right now on the Telegram community chat. Try again, Alien. Try again. But what is OMD?
Cooper Andy, Alien. What's OMD?
Yeah, it's a band. It's a washing powder.
Orchestral maneuvers in the dark.
How many likes do we have currently, people in the VR room? Let's get it up to 100, please. And let's move on. Guys, sort out 𝑴𝒄𝒌 what OMD is and how to get on the Telegram. Fred, 20 million. I think that's a disgrace. Fulham, Fred, 20 million.
Oh, here it is. Oh, my days.
Oh, my days, yes.
Oh, my days. Okay.
My days. Oh, my days, yeah.
I would have thought we could have got more for Fred, yeah. I would have thought we could have got 30, 35 for Fred.
Oh, sorry.
Whoops. Neil Driscoll saying you joined as a member for some reason, did not work. Don't know. I checked it, Neil, and you was not on it. Did you get debited or something from your account or something? It must be something wrong in the process. YouTube is in charge of that, or Google, But if you're talking about Telegram, feel free, Neil. I have you on what do you call TikTok as well? I saw you. Funny videos. 20 million for Fred. We should at least get 35 for Fred.
I think 35, yeah. I think it's a fair price.
I mean, if you look at Anthony Elanga, they put him on 20 million as well, asking price. So Fred, comparing to Anthony Elanga, Fred has more value on the market than Anthony Elanga.
Yeah,
I
Anthony's
think
a younger guy though. Yes, a
Yes.
resale value if he hits.
I remember OMD, British Synth. Yes, that was correct. Click. Right, so Hannibal Magebury, 13 million.
I,
Nah, he's more
No.
worth more. If we
Yeah.
bought like Amad Diallo for 30 million euros,
35, didn't we? 35 for Diallo plus add-ons.
Magebury is also one of those generational talents, right?
Mm.
Plays for Algeria national team. 13 million pounds. Come on. Is this just a clearing? It is just an indication. Just we need to get off 13 players off the book.
I mean, if I say, Liz, that isn't it? You know, we put you in at a low price, and we won't negotiate. If you know, perhaps it's the price is the price, and that's it. There is no negotiation. You come to the table, and that's the price. 30 million's a bit cheap for Magebury. He's a precocious talent, but I understand why you would move him on. There's no two ways about it. I get it. He's unlikely to play for Manchester United's first team, is he, on a regular basis between now and maybe 2026?
It's a bargain bucket.
Yeah,
but don't want to say there.
But with Magebury, you put on a huge sell-on clause and a buyback fee, just like we've done with 𝒖𝒂𝒏.
Okay.
Yeah,
Before we move on,
the thing with Hannibal, and you know, we saw him last season when he came on. Our team was falling apart. Ragnick was coaching. He came on a couple of games. He was brilliant when he came on. He had some fighting spirit in him. He was like a tough little bagger. He was just punching away. And the thing is, I like players like him. I wouldn't sell him.
It's a little bit of
I
aggression.
would loan him out and give him experience and take him back in a couple of years.
It's a little bit of a shitbag, like, you know. He's like, a little bit gross.
I like
that.
But you need that. You need that in today's day and age. Ideal for. I mean, he's at Birmingham at the minute, isn't he? So he's playing. He was playing alongside JB Bellingham. Obviously, Bellingham's now moved on to Sunderland.
Guys, I want us to stop and do a little bit of exercise. It's time to stretch a little bit. I know it's weekend. It's time to burn a little bit extra calories. According to Stephanie Griffith saying, dare I say 69 likes.
70.
69, dude.
70 likes now. Put
70. Can we get 30 more? Like, come on. It's just pressing. Everyone. Come on. Burn some calories. Do like this. Punch your jabs, right? Get it up. Elian Tenno is saying he cannot connect to Telegram. Well, I don't know. Technology. Maybe you need a VPN. I don't know why. Your bank says it was confirmed. I don't know, Neil. I need to look into that, mate.
The takeover?
Yeah. The takeover. You put in a bid.
He's putting a bid for the channel.
I don't know, Neil.
Let's see if he's paying.
Can we gift Neil a membership, please? Can somebody gift Neil Driscoll a membership? Because you've been there from a very, very long time. If anyone can gift Neil Driscoll a membership, happy days. And if anyone can help out Elian Tenno to get on Telegram, happy days too. Right. Move on. Alex Telles, no brainer, 10 million. I'd take that.
I'd 10 million.
I do an Iron Maiden. Run to the hills.
I would have thought that we'd get 5 tops for him, but 10. Get 10, yeah.
Brandon Williams, 5 million.
It's a good buy, that is, for anyone. For 5 million quid, Brandon Williams is a very, very good buy for anyone. It really is.
It is.
If I'm Luton Town, I'm knocking on our door with 5 million quid for Brandon Williams. It'd be ideal for Luton.
Right. What, do we have 115 likes now?
Have we?
Cool. Have we? Breaking news. Have we? Okay. Eric Bay. This breaks my heart, to be honest. £2 million. Eric Bay. I love crazy Eric, though. I mean, I feel sad. You know, whenever he played, he's mad, right? I love a little bit of a mad player, right? He throws himself in front of the ball, gets the balls in the face, the blocks. He's reckless. Gets him sent off for 7 matches ban. Doing a karate chop, right? But 2 million, I think that is low balling it. I think at least 10 million.
It's his fitness record, isn't it? That drags it
It
down.
is.
I think £2 million a joke. You may as well give him away for free, mightn't you? You know, when you're dealing with £2 million, you may as well get a player of his quality and caliber. You may as well just give him away for free. But I think in the current market, Mick, you're right at 10 mil.
Yeah, everyone is saying at least 10 mil. Eric is worth 10 mil.
8 to 10, any day of the week.
100%, 100%. We've spoken about Harry Maguire. £40 million, that's a loss, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, and it's a fire sale clearance, like, we need to lower down the wage bill, get him off the books. He's 5th choice centre-back at the moment. We're linked to 𝒖𝒚. That tells you all, like, you know, that he's not favorable in Erik ten Hag's system whatsoever. So, yeah, get him off the books, get in another centre-back, and that's about it.
I think he goes. I think it's a good move for Harry. I love Harry Maguire. Jarvis will tell you, Mick, I've been defending him for 2 years because he really is a very, very good centre half. You know, people, they call him a fridge, etc., etc. I get it. I've got no problems with opinion on Harry Maguire, but I like him. He played something like 12 or 13 times this season, and Jarvis will tell me he conceded how many goals, Jarvis? One, two. You know, look, it doesn't really matter, does it? Actually, when you look at him as a player, there's 2 things you should do. You should be going to Levy and saying, look, let's do a deal with Maguire and Kane.
Yeah, good one.
That deal with Maguire and Kane.
Yeah.
Let's do something. We value Maguire at 40 million, maybe 50 million. You value Kane at 100. How about Maguire and 50?
Yeah,
something
it's
like
like
that.
Yeah,
it's like we're doing a swap. We're doing a swap, like, you know, we give you the Samsung fridge and you give us the microwave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You give us the Dyson and we'll give you the Hoover.
The Dyson and the Hoover, yeah. Super chat from NG. This is directly to you, Mr. Chief of a Moderator. 3rd attempt lucky. Jonathan Ball has asked to be a mod. Baller wants to be a mod. Please, he'd like to join the Spanner Club. That's up to you, Mr. Chief Moderator. Give Mr. Baller his admin rights. Give him the spanner. Give him the tools.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
Give me 1 minute.
Round of applause then for Jonathan Ball, I think, there, Mick.
Yeah. Bally is amazing. We give him a round of applause. Okay. Thank you. The more the merrier. What else do we have on the plates here? Martial, 25 million pounds. That's going to be a difficult one, unless a Saudi Arabian comes along. He's on 250 a week, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's on big money. He's on big money. He's got to go to Saudi Arabia. Yeah. How do you price somebody like Martial? How do you price him? Absolute precocious talent, but just uninterested and injured all the time. It's a difficult one, really. Jeff's here again.
Yeah, it's you. Big up, Jeffy Steele. I think it's time to go for work, I guess. I hope we provide some morning juice for you, for your coffee. Got to go, guys. Cheer you, Rock, Mick, and Jarvis. And you forgot Stewie as well. So big up to you.
Okay.
Have a nice day at work, whatever you do for living. Thank you for all your contribution. And please come back on Wednesday because we're doing No Bullshit United again with Jay Daly and Andy Tate. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So thanks, Jeff. Have a good day at work and, you know, enjoy the sunshine. Although it's winter now in Australia, isn't it? Right. But anyway, thanks for your contribution, mate. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Okay. So we have a new spanner in the house. Jonathan Ball became a spanner, a toolist. We need a little bit more mechanics, like to fix the engine, right? So that's cool. I feel happy though. I don't know why. There's something telling me about this transfer window and the takeover. There's something exciting is about to happen around the horizon. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I keep thinking positive thoughts. Like I'm not getting the media spin. I'm thinking keeping it calm, collective, thinking, well, it's just early days. You know, nobody really knows what Ten Hag has in plan. We don't know the budgets and all that stuff. And, you know, like last season, bang, all of a sudden, Casemiro, not in a million years did we dream to sign a Casemiro. And all of a sudden, bam, 2 weeks, Casemiro was ours, right? So I think we have some surprise. I'm like the kid on the Christmas Eve, like, you know. I don't know about you.
Yeah, but do you dare to trust the Glazers?
Oh no, Glazers will be
That's-
gone. Glazers will be gone, according to my
Yeah,
opinion.
let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Glazers is not controlling this transfer window right now. They basically, the money was allocated back in October, November, when they did this year's budgeting plan. So they are allocated the money already for the transfer window. They just decided not to use that money for the January window. That's why we went for loanies, because that money was meant to be for the summer window. Now, it's nothing about them sanctioning or approving. It's already the club's money is there, right? So whatever the paper talks is saying, it's not true. Football operations still keeps going, and at the end of the day, what is really crucial, if the new owners comes in, they clear the debt at least. That means that the FFP is reset, and they can put in more money in towards, giving the Ten Hag extra gift. So
Yeah, what we got Champions League, what we guaranteed revenue on.
Yeah, we finished third. TV right deals. There's money.
Yeah. What did we get? We got 140 million, didn't we, or something for finishing third?
We did something like that, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of money. I think we'll get 100 mil Champions League money. So it's a nice bit of extra revenue for the club, isn't it? New shirt sales. And I know people would argue don't buy the shirts. I get all of that. But you're talking around the world, aren't you? 600, 700, maybe a billion. So shirt sales are going to contribute well this year.
We have a little banter within this community, within VR. They have entertaining themselves. Like Andy Cooper, one of our members, saying Simon Heron wants to become an agent. His clients is Titus Bamble, Greenwood, Donald Trump, Maguire, Balotelli, Ched Evans, Giggs, and Nile Rangers. Yoko Ono. I mean,
That's pretty good.
Oh, what a chat. It makes me laugh. You guys are funny. You're my therapy today, guys. Well, what will we do with that?
Here's a question for you guys. It's an off the ball question, by the way.
Yep.
We're up for kit
Off
renewal.
the ball, Jonathan Ball, or what?
Yeah, off the Johnny Ball. Yeah, we're up for kit renewal, aren't we? 25,
Yeah,
24, 25, or the season 25. Who do you fancy brand wise?
away kit, no?
No. Kits. I think the Adidas contract finishes, doesn't it, in 2025?
Mm-hmm.
So we're up
Does
for,
it? Well, hang on a second. The chief negotiator is from Adidas.
Was Adidas, yeah.
So I don't see that a problem. I just see a continuation. Regarding Frankie de Jong, by the way, he just signed a new renewed contract with Nike, sponsor.
He
The
has.
past couple of days.
He has, yeah. So I was wondering, do you think Nike might come back in for us, or do you think we might have the obscure Castor?
Oh, with Matt Hargreaves there with Mr. Adidas, I don't think so. Or?
Yeah, I think Adidas will probably extend.
Back in the days, I loved the Umbro shirt with the laces.
Well, my favorite shirt of all time was Admiral. So we're talking 1977, 78. So that's my favorite shirt of all time because it was my first shirt. And then we had Adidas throughout part of the 80s, and then of course Umbro came in, didn't it? Where we become ultra successful.
Yeah.
With Umbro. So one of my favorite Umbro shirts is what year would it have been? We had the Umbro emblem down the side. I think it was just before it was the 1990s, wasn't it? It was the treble winning season.
Yeah, in the 90s. Yeah,
Sharp.
Under Armour, yeah.
Sharp.
Under Armour,
Under Armour, yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
Adidas for me is classic. Like, I
love
the
Adidas.
Adidas.
Yeah, it's my favorite brand anyway. Sports brand.
It is sports washing brand.
Well,
I'm just joking. Like 99 likes, is it right? What do we have now?
99 treble. Yeah, it was. That's probably my favorite. And but I got rid of both of my shirts.
So exciting times, I guess. There's not much news coming around. I miss football. I don't know what to do. This international break's been boring as well. Just pre-season is about to. Sorry.
End of next week, they're back at pre-season, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, right. But not everyone. The youngsters coming back. The fringe players coming back, probably, right? The ones that played like the international break, they probably get 2 weeks extra off, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. What else do we have to discuss? Did something slip our radar today?
Yes. My my Adidas World Cups are dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've got to buy a new pair of World Cups. 20,
Oh
20
no, man.
28 years I've had those World Cups.
Your boots,
Koopa.
Yeah,
Koopas.
no, I've got my Copa Mundials. I had to replace those last year. I've got to replace World Cups now. So to me, that's heartbreaking, guys.
And I know that feeling, Stu, because I used to have a good pair of Nikes, and I used to glue them, and I always had to glue them before every game, so they wouldn't soak with water, and the sole would go. So, but a good pair of football shoes, you never can replace them, and buying a new ones and trying the new ones, it's not the same.
So I was telling my lad about them, and he said, "What will you do?" I said, "Well, I'll jump in the bath as soon as I get them. I'll jump in the bath. I'll get them molded around my foot, and then I'll stick loads of dubbing and protection." "What are you doing that for, Dad?" I said, "Because you have to, because they're proper leather boots. They're great." So I'll have me year-old Copa Mundials. So my other ones only lasted about 15, 16 years. And then a new pair of World Cups. But really sad. Heartbreaking, I'm afraid. So
Darren Scott has a Premier League 99 treble winning season. Oh, God, that is... Craig is saying he loves his Hummel shirts. Everyone has a favorite. Sharp shirt. Yeah, I love the sharp one. The sharp one is one. And also the Aeon one for some reason. But the sharp is legendary.
Yeah, the Aeon ones. I was never... Because Aeon were mainly through Nike, weren't they?
Yeah, it was. But if we have a away shirt for next season, I would like to be green and gold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd love that one back.
Green and gold.
I'd love that one back. Darren Scott's talking about his Beckham Pro 90s Adidas. I did have a pair, and I found them, and they were stuck at the bottom of a cabinet of the accelerators, Predator accelerators. I tried those on the other day. They still fit like a glove as well.
Yeah. So rest in peace for your shoes.
Breaking news.
Yes.
Breaking news.
Fabrizio Romano. Juventus are close to an agreement to extend the Rabiot's contract. Huge one for Juventus. New deal has been unlikely for months. So basically, Romano says Rabiot is re-signing with Juventus.
All that circus that comes with it. Breaking news.
7 minutes ago.
What to do? He played this again. Protest tomorrow, by the way, 9:45 outside the mega store. Is that going to have any effect, guys? It's not going to be.
I think it's got to be done, Mick. And I think the 1958 group.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Phenomenal group, and I think it has to be done. Peaceful protests. Will it do much good? I don't know. It's difficult to say, isn't it? But I think it has to be done.
Yeah, Premier League ITK just seen 10. You got gifted. You're welcome. So this is kind of how it works when you gift some membership. It gets randomly to people in the chat. So big up to all of you. Then if you want extended after 1 month, it's up to you. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so how plausible is that he will extend for another year? What benefits is it for him? Or is it paper talks, or is it just agent talk? Is it them for putting pressure on? Why would you extend 1 year contract instead of going for free, earn more money as a free agent, and sign a 3-year deal? I don't get it.
No, it's a curious one, that was. Unless Juventus are looking for a fee. But if you're Rabiot, no, exactly right. Maybe Juventus has said to him, look, you can move, but we want a fee for you. So just do us a favor, sign for 12 months. I don't know. Difficult.
I mean, regarding the protest, if I was living in Manchester, I'd probably go there, like Craig saying he's going to the protest. 9:45. Is it going to be a big one or just outside?
What time is it? Is it?
It's a kit launcher.
Yeah.
What if you go there and you get that surprise that you will see 92 holding foundation? It's flipping. It will be a parade of celebrations instead, right? So yeah, I don't know. No, I really support the protest. Of course, we did a podcast here, me and Jarvis, when it was the live protest as well. We were keeping the only one channel that did this, by the way. So, yeah. But it's the final push, I guess. It's the final push. It's the final push.
63.
And you know, people live in Canada. Like, you know, Edward Reed saying, "I go to the protest if I wasn't living in Canada for sure." You know,
But you're there in spirit, Edward. You're there in spirit, mate, and that's
we're
what
there in
it's all about.
spirit.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Oh, look at that! Neil Driscoll's got the '63 FA Cup final shirt. Wow!
What? Really?
Oh,
What happened?
That'd be
I
worth
clicked
a
on. Oh yeah. United have reported expected to turn to the Rice deal in 3-horse race. Really?
Can Neil
Really?
put a picture in the comments of that shirt? Can he put a picture in or?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
1963, crikey!
That's
People
a
have.
good one.
Oh wow!
Hmm.
19,
Yeah, this is actually a counterfeit, mate, Darren Scott. This is bought in Thailand. I don't buy from the mega store, to be honest. Everything that I bought post Glazes has been AliExpress and all that stuff. I'm traveling a lot, so I'm in Asia Pacific. You can go to Thailand. You can go into any. You have something you can buy like counterfeit. So of course you want to dress yourself in the in the club emblems and the club. You know, you want to support the club, but you don't want to support the Glazes pocket. So everything that I have, it's counterfeit. Don't call me fake. Don't call me fake.
Don't call me fake Mick. Fake Mick.
Oh, well, paper talks. It's silly season. I'm trying to debunk why would he sign an extension for 1 year, what he can go for free, buy on clause and get a 3 years contract with Manchester United with 1 year extension. Doesn't make sense.
It's a strange one. Maybe they're getting rid of Pogba. Maybe Pogba goes out to Saudi Arabia. But he's been the main man this year, hasn't he, Rabiot? He's been Juventus' main man this year. So, so that really probably makes no difference. I think it could be just a cute investment strategy from Juventus, but who knows?
Yeah, that's sad news if Rabiot doesn't sign. Okay, there's a 63
Oh, look
shirt.
at that. There it is. That's the
Beauty.
shirt.
That's the beauty what he has, 63
That's
shirt.
beautiful, that is.
All right. Listen, I have nothing more to add on to this. Let's just wait and see what happens with this Rabiot circus. You know, I think if you get him for free, that's a brilliant signing. You only you've offered him more money. That's what it is. It's all about the money. It's all about the Benjamins. There's Veronique in there. No.
Yes, it is for her, yeah.
Yeah, but we've been used in many deals before. Do you remember when we tried to buy the Real Madrid center back who's now in Paris? What's his name again? Spanish guy.
I don't know. Enzo Paella. I'm tired. I'm just gonna. What are you thinking? I'm just gonna go what Tom is saying here for Footy Live. Rabiot has been offered an extension of 1 year plus 1 year extension with an additional re-signing bonus, for which Manchester United didn't put on the table last summer, and same this summer. That's what it is. Then it's all about the money, right, Tom? Isn't it? You know, if he's been offered a better deal, like 1 year plus 1 year extension with additional re-sign bonus, we are just expecting him to walk in for free. Well, it's not over until the fat lady sings. Let's see what Manchester United will respond with.
Yeah, but as you quite rightly say, though, Mick, he makes more money by leaving on a free transfer.
He does.
By far. Miles more money. Because
I don't know.
We got no outlay, have we? So
yeah, Tom has his ears on the ground. So yeah,
he's right. I mean, I can see why they've done that structure, and I think it's all about getting a fee for him. Reading that to me now, that to me suggests Juventus want a fee.
I'm not depressed. I just keep calm and just wait how this plays out, because this negotiation tactics one-on-one right now. That's what I'm trying to see. These agents are playing the game as well, right? Agents represent not the club. Agents represent the player, and they always want what's best for the player. So maybe they will come back to Manchester United. Look, Juventus offered this. What can you do? How can you improve it, right? As what Tom was saying, this, they offer something additional, like a re-sign bonus. Well, if that is, push comes to shove, maybe he's asking for give me a sign-on bonus. It's very common.
City's bid's apparently gone in for Declan Rice as well, apparently.
Big up, Tom.
Tom became a member.
Say against you. I didn't hear.
Apparently, City put their bid in for Declan Rice about half an
Have
hour
they?
ago. I think somebody put it in the chat, to be honest.
Well, wait a minute. Fabrizio Romano will say, like, Declan Rice loves Arsenal. Arsenal loves Declan Rice, and they're planning to get a room. All of a sudden, why would the City bid for a Declan Rice if he wasn't keen to join a City? Yeah. Obviously, you have to speak to the player first to say, "Are you keen to join a project?" Right? You wouldn't just go in and bid in blindness, right? Right. So I was just going what Fabrizio was saying, like to say, yeah, he only wants Rice, and Rice wants pasta, and pasta wants Rice. You know what I mean? That's kind of thing. City will have Rice by the end of tonight. They're swift movers. If they decide, if they enter the fray, they'll just put money on the table. How much? Boom, bam, shoof. The question is, will Declan Rice want to go to City? There have been reports saying that, yeah, he wants to stay in London, XYZ. But at the end of the day, you want to, if you played for West Ham, if you come to City, you guarantee almost to win something, right? At least that's what you want to do as a professional, right?
Can I say something, Mick?
Yes, please.
I can't understand. If you're a professional football player, why do you want to stay at any particular city when you're a professional football? Your career is like 15 years at the max. You want to travel around the world. You want to play for the biggest clubs. But I want to stay in London. That argument is a silly argument. When you ask me,
I've got a different view to it. I agree with both of what you're saying. To me, though, if you're Declan Rice,
exactly.
Where do you get your bigger legacy? Do you get your bigger legacy at City, or do you get your bigger legacy at Arsenal? And you get it at Arsenal,
or Manchester United,
or Manchester United. If you can be the player that is instrumental in bringing Manchester United a first title since Sir Alex Ferguson, or Arsenal's first title since Wenger. Or you go to City for the, I'll pick up the Premier League. And so City, for me, at this point in time, is a path of least resistance.
Breaking news. We officially, where I am sitting, Monday Blues is over. It's not Tuesday. And I want to go back to Footy Tom. He's basically what, excuse me for interrupting you, Stu, but he's saying Rabiot is closer to Juventus at this stage, but Manchester United could always counteroffer with an additional figure to his agency with percentage share between Rabiot and his agents. Big up. That's pretty much what I was echoing, what I was saying as well, Tom, and that's what I'm saying, don't be depressed. Let's see what's happened. If we need to fork up extra money, I think this is a cheeky way for Manchester United to say, we're not going to pay you anything. We just expect you to come for free, right? So, but how much? That's the question. You want 5 million euros for sign-on bonus? I don't know. Yeah, you were saying something. Will Rice?
I was just talking about the path of least resistance. That was all. I think that's where it is with City for me. And what are you going into? If you're a player, I don't want to bring up this 115 charges again. If you're a player, you've still got to walk into that issue, haven't you? You're walking head on into that issue, and So for me, if I was Declan Rice and Manchester United aren't in the fray, I think Arsenal for a sporting project would be much better.
I think so too. I mean, you still. Basically, again, we have a live journalist in the house as well. Declan Rice is open to all moves. It's all about what's going on to benefit his career. That's it. One point is he wants to be a captain and a leader at the highest level, which instigated his preference was Arsenal. But you have Martin Odegaard already that is a captain there, right? You are a leader. I love a Declan Rice, 100%. Best British talent out there at the moment as a midfielder. That's my opinion. But go to City. I mean, empty head. You don't even know if Guardiola is going to stay. Apparently he's going to leave within a year or 2
years. I reckon. I love this comment from is it Tom? Is it from Footy Live?
Tom.
Yeah. He's absolutely spot on. I think Odegaard's got a 2-year window with Arsenal. I think he moves in 2 years. I think he goes back to Madrid. I think Declan Rice then becomes Arsenal skipper.
No, I think he goes back and take over from Xavi in Barcelona.
Oh, you think Barcelona? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Catalan. Yeah. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and feelings, guys.
But he's got a chance, hasn't he?
But that's damaging. A Declan Rice to City. Strengthen that with Declan Rice. Woof.
I think people won't see him as people like what he stands for at the moment as a footballer, don't they? I think if he goes to City, it's tarnished. It's the same with Kane. Kane goes to City, although he's never going to get City now. This is why I said a week or two ago on the show that it's Kane's option now. Manchester United and Real Madrid don't come together in the same window, and we won't be around for a number 9 next season, nor will Real Madrid. So he's got to go this year. And I think Declan Rice has got that same issue personally. I think from a sporting project and credibility within football, you steer away from City if you're somebody like Declan Rice.
Yeah,
In my opinion, go to Liverpool. I'm just saying.
No, don't go to Liverpool.
No, but
whatever you do,
but choose a club where you can make a difference.
We make a legacy. I mean, Declan Rice to Manchester United. That would be great. But I don't think we're in for him. I don't think we're in for him. Edward Reed is saying, I'm saying 95% Rabiot will come to United for a sign-on bonus for 3 million. Not 3 billion, sorry. Yeah. 3 billion he would. Yeah, it's all about money at the end of the day. Just sign him. God, guys, you've been I gotta give credit to the VR room today. You've been sticking with us. We've been running 1 hour and 25 minutes, and there's still 200 in the live chat. Tom, a journalist, is saying for the live. However, West Ham wanted a bidding war, and Manchester City are expected to compete hard for Rice along with Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal has the financial power. Kroenke will not sanction it, right? So they have money. They offloaded Gundogan. They're offloading a lot of players. They're rebuilding that midfield. Declan Rice. Jesus.
Cancelo's going, isn't he? Cancelo's being sold. Looks like Kyle Walker will go as well.
Yeah.
They are making
Walker,
change. Yeah, they're making change.
It's Arsenal, a rebirth.
To be fair, Arsenal, the 75 mil plus add-ons.
Can you see it? Okay, can you see that they achieved the objective? They won the Champions League. They won a treble, and now it's the time to rebuild a squad.
Yeah, it is a squad rebuild.
Can you see that they will not be challenging for the title next season if they're doing a rebuild? Or they're building up for the new manager to come in next year or two.
You've got. I hate to say, you've got Rodri, who's arguably the best holding midfielder in the Premier League at the minute, isn't he? I hate to say that; it really upsets me. But arguably, he is. Casemiro to me is second only to Rodri. Yeah. But it took Rodri 3 years, didn't it, playing for City to become this player that he is today. He didn't do it overnight. They'll have that spine still, won't they? But they are going to have to add to it. Where does Calvin Phillips go? You've got to move Calvin Phillips on, then, haven't you?
Yeah, no, that was a weird one. He was just sitting the bench and warming, so they're going to offload him. But I agree what Duncan is saying here as well. And one of the members, going to City means nobody will give you any respect, and that's the thing. That's what this feels. Even if Erling Haaland plays for City, bad in 40, 50 goals, whatever, in all competitions, it still doesn't feel like he did it for me. Like, it's like, it's just City, right? It's plastic. It doesn't really. I might get pelters for this, but yeah, are they a good footballing side? Yes. Is Guardiola a great coach? 100%. He's a great manager. But under what circumstances, under what fan base, under what legacy are you creating it? Like, you got bored up, you got lucky, you won the lottery. Yeah, you've been charged with 150 charges of FFP breaches. So, and then you go on a parade to celebrate, and you have 20,000 people rocking up in Manchester. When Manchester United won the treble, we had 500,000.
No, 20,000.
And you're talking about sports washing, like, empty had 20,000 people rocking up. And whenever you play in Europe, most people coming out are tourists buying the City shirt, and we saw that in the final. There was a majority of Inter fans you can hear, and the rest was like a little bit shitty. Anyway,
that's right. Yeah, it's it depends also. It also depends how his advisors advise him. Don't they? Do they look at the bigger picture, or just they look at the monetary side of it? For me, you've got to look at the bigger picture. I think Rice will regret going to City personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my opinion.
15 likes to go, and we can close the shop.
Come on.
We're hitting the targets. We are going for the key performance index of 100 likes. So big up. Let's go. For City has been Manchester over London. Yeah. I mean, it is true. Footy Live is saying Harry Kane would move to another club either in the PL or Europa. However, won't force it out of it.
Oh, that's the problem.
That's the
He
problem.
needs to force it.
Yeah, and I'm saying that. Is this something, Tom? You know this better than I do. You have your ears on the ground there. What's wrong with Harry Kane? Doesn't he have the cojones to put his foot down? No, he doesn't have the balls, right? Whenever I see him in interviews, he's such a placid, timid little guy. He's great on the aggression on the pitch, but probably like a mouse on the side, right? If I was him, don't let yourself be, his brother is kind of stitching up with his long year contract with Daniel Levy, right?
Yeah.
You have family members running your business, and then you have Daniel Levy, which is pretty much you sold yourself to the devil, and now he's going to dictate you where you're going to go and where you can't go. You have the power as a player when you have 12 months left on your contract to say, I'm leaving. What you're going to do about it, right? Daniel Levy is like, you're not going to challenge. Guys, you can agree, Spurs will not challenge for the top 4 next season. That's no chance. So what is the point of, why wouldn't you sell Harry Kane to a rival? It's just childish. It's like, if you remember you were a child and you were playing in the sandbox, right? And you always had that spoiled kid with all the latest toys, and you ask, can I borrow it? And he said, yeah. That's Daniel Levy, right? Yeah.
He's a strange character, isn't he? But
Yeah.
like I say, where does he go next year then? If he leaves on a free, where does he go? Who's going to be around that's going to need a
It's
nine?
like Bally saying here as well. He'd be surprised if Arsenal doing a 100 million deal. When did they do a 100 million deal last time?
Then they haven't, have they?
They haven't.
No,
so why would Kroenke all of a sudden fork up 100 million? I mean, that's that means that also what Footy Live is saying, USL football and TV rights deals means that Arsenal have 170 million pounds available to spend this summer. Yes, but are you going to fork that out of that 170? Are you going to fork 100 million of Rice? But if you're going for Rice, you price yourself out of Caicedo. If we snap up Caicedo quickly before they get snubbed up Arsenal, then they lost all the targets.
Well, you pay 100 mil on Rice and you paid 65, haven't you, for Havertz? There you go. It's done. That's what they say. It's you can't afford Timber then, can you?
True. Okay, what a show. What a gas. I don't know where we are in this smashing like button, smashing pumpkins. Let's do it, people.
Pumpkins, yeah.
Let's do it.
Smashing
That was
pumpkins.
it, Pepe. 75 mil was their biggest ever.
Yeah.
75 mil.
Yeah, and he was...
Okay, so big up for the information, Tom, as well. Live
thank you, Tom.
Thank you for providing that. It's been sheer pleasure. You're keeping us alive, floating us alive. Thank you for the VR room as well.
Yes.
But again, 175 million plus Kroenke will pump in some extra money. Where are they investing it? I mean, they need to sort of invest smart if they're going to challenge next season, right? Back in Champions League, they haven't been in Champions League for a while. Are they going to challenge? Don't know. They're going to be in top 4 though. Where do you think how do you think their top 4 will be shaping, barring that we're getting a good transfer window? Let's finish off with this fantasy football. Jarvis, your dream signings. Let's say if Ten Hag gets A, B, C, D, and then if he gets that, where do you think United will finish?
I don't think we will compete. I think it will take a little bit more time to build a squad, but if we can get 5 players, I would say we will we can compete, but we won't win it. That's what I'm trying to say. And we're back in Champions League. I think we need at least 12 to 14, 15 good players. I don't think we have that at the moment. Maybe we have 7. So we need to build a squad.
But in order to compete,
the problem is, just let me finish, Mick. The problem is the opposition. Newcastle is strengthening. Liverpool is getting better. City, I don't know about City, but we know City. They will just buy 5 players per 100 million and fix everything. And then you have Spurs. I don't think they will compete. I don't know Arsenal. What they're doing, but I think they will be better next season. So I think we will struggle even get top 4. I think we have to be at our best just to be in the top 4 race. And let's see what's going to happen next year. What do you think, Stu?
Yeah, I'm kind of coming down on the same lines as you, really. I think it'll be difficult to finish third next season. But and we need more than 5 players. This is the problem. We need 12 players. There's no two ways about it. We need 6 squad players and 6 first team players. We all know we need that, and we all know where we need to strengthen. We get 3 of those first team players in this season, and get 3 the following season, plus the squad players, etc. Then depending on where we strengthen, depending on who we bring in, you'd like to think we'll equal what we've done this season, which is a cup of some description and top 3. But
then you have Liverpool and Chelsea.
Liverpool. I'm not so sure about Chelsea this season coming.
No, I don't
Definitely
think so.
the following season. Yeah.
New manager Pochettino.
That squad is a mess, isn't it? That squad is a mess.
It's going to take some time to untangle the nods. And
at least they've signed that new Jackson, haven't they, to a 6-year contract or whatever?
Yeah, 6 years contract.
Oh, no, it's just
all
ridiculous. Right. For me, I'm with you, Jarvis. I think it's a difficult one to actually say where we'll end up. I hate to say it, but yeah, I think it's okay. Difficult.
All right. We should, what Felix is saying as well, we should going all in for Kane and offer them a Sancho plus 30 million. Why not?
Why not?
But it all depends on with Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy will not say no to a Sancho. That's commercial power, pulling power as well.
Yeah, but they have Kulusevski. They don't need Sancho.
No, they don't need. For me personally, it depends on the transfer window, of course. In Ten Hag, we trust the force. You know what I mean? So if we strengthen that attack, let's say, we get in a Harry Kane late in the window, we might get even a secondary striker, which is Rasmus Højlund. We get at least 2 midfielders, Casemiro replacement. Even if we get a Mason Mount, he plays a part in the system because off the ball is really, really good. If we get a Frankie de Jong, a game changer, or a Casado, one of those 2 targets, we're cooking. And plus a goalkeeper in Onana and a Kim Min-jae, and we are cooking. And who's to say with that squad under Erik ten Hag, we cannot challenge? If you look at, City seems like they're doing on a rebuild. Arsenal, I don't know what they're going to do. Okay, they're back in Champions League. They're going to play Champions League. And it's going to be a surprise season, according to my opinion, though. Newcastle is probably the one to watch out for as well, I think. Top 4 would be, I don't see Liverpool. We would be hovering around the 4th place. Definitely would be City, Arsenal, United, Newcastle, I think. Oh, no, maybe. Oh, yeah. Top 4, same as this year.
Yeah. And
Liverpool.
a cup.
And a cup.
Yeah.
What cup?
Okay. Definitely a cup. FA Cup this year, thanks. That's what I'd like. I'll have
Champions League. Yeah. I take a little bit of a Champions League.
Well, that would be the dream, wouldn't it?
Everyone, good night. Angie's awake. Good night, Angie. You went to sleep. We provided. What was it? Harry Kane wants to win trophies and play in the highest level, but he has a lot of people in his ears. That's true, telling him what's best. Family living in London, and he's sticking point with his move. True, I heard that as well, Tom. You know, when you have a lot of family members whispering in you, it's not a good idea, right? To get involved. It's up to you. I would respect Kane. Like, I love Kane as a footballer. Like, I think he's a world-class striker, but not really world-class because you haven't won anything. So I would like to see, even if you don't go to a Manchester United, go somewhere where you can be something, where you can win something, right? That's all I care about. So big up. Hopefully he will get his movie fits to Bayern Munich or Real Madrid or, I don't know. I just feel for him. I just really feel for him. Guys, it's been a blast. I don't have anything to say. It's time to give back the day or evening or whatever you do. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the donations. Thanks for everything here. You guys in the VR room has been amazing. You agree with you, Jarvis? Yeah, 100%. What I want to like to say is Wednesday, the stream that we have planned. It's a No Bullshit United with Andy Tate and Jay Daly. Same time as usual. Friday we also have a planned live stream as well. United Standish, and we're looking forward also to, as next week, as I got confirmation with the new recruit, we will have Alice talk football as well on next week. She just confirmed as well. So we're looking forward for that collaboration. Alice, if you're watching, thank you for confirming. Looking forward to have you on the show next weekend as well.
Yeah,
next week.
And on Friday's show, we're doing a call-in. So everybody prepare and get your camera ready and your microphone ready and call in and have your say. You know, we want to talk to you
Please,
guys.
don't call in nude.
No.
We're not that liberal, all right? Okay, I hope you really enjoyed this gas today. It's a different Monday. It's just basically Monday is a time when you wake up and feel like, oh God, Monday blues, right? And for me, it's all about dusting off the Monday, bring in Tuesday, and let's go for a new week. Let's see what happens in the week. I think I will do another morning podcast with Let's Talk Sports with Anil Kandola as well. Yet to confirmed. It will be a lunch podcast. We did one 2 weeks ago, so we tend to do bi-weekly. Until next time, Mick, give us back the day. Yes. Love, peace, and bananas. How can we forget without the legendary inventor? You should do a copyright claim on that, John Ball. Love, peace, and bananas. But we actually stole it, and we say love, peace, and go bananas. Yeah, guys, time to close the shop. Have we reached 100? Really? Have we? 100 likes?
I don't think so.
No, I think
Edward Reed calling in the board suit.
Oh, crikey.
Shake the room. Okay, guys, it's time to close the shop. I am knackered. It's time to give back your day. Stu Wally, again, a pleasure. This has been Jarvis Corner, but I was hijacking it. Jarvis, next time, don't let me be the host, okay, please. Even I deserve to have a break and just sit in the background and enjoy myself. But, you know, at the end of the day, we are a team. We are like Beavis and Butthead, aren't we?
We are.
Guys, stay beautiful. Stu Woolley, thank you again.
Pleasure.
Thank you for providing your insight.
You
Jarvis,
thanks for having me.
What's going on behind your window today? We know all what's going on there. It's bright and shiny, right?
The sun is shining.
Yeah.
Shining.
Sun is always shining on TV, like on the Aha song. Beautiful people, stay beautiful. Don't let bed bugs bite you wherever you are in the world. See you potentially tomorrow if we have any uploads. And if not, we see you on Wednesday with No Bullshit United. Have a beautiful evening and love each other on the socials and be patient. Good things are happening to Manchester United. Peace, love, and bananas. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us in the socials.